Welcome everyone. In this Python series, we will learn Python from the very basics in a simple and practical way. So make sure to follow this series in order. Let's get started. So what is Python? Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. It is used for web development from server side, not from the client. Then software development, mathematics, then system scripting. So, what can Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web applications. Like we can create websites using this Python language. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to database systems. It can also read and modify files. Like if you have a file in the database system, you can read it and modify it, like update or something. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Using Python, you can perform mathematics like addition, subtraction, then you can find modulus and etc. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development. Yeah. So it can, Python can be used for software development as well. So why we use Python? Python works on different platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. And Python has a simple syntax similar to the English language. Python has syntax that allows developers to write program with fewer lines than some other programming language like C, C++, or Java. Then Python runs on an interpreter system unlike C and Java, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it is written. This means that prototyping can be very quick. What is interpreter? Interpreter helps you, I mean, interpreter runs the code line by line, whereas compiler it runs the code as whole. Like it will not run line by line. Then Python can be treated in a procedural way, an object-oriented way, or a functional way. Good to know. The most recent major version of Python is Python 3, which we shall be using in this tutorial. Okay, so we are going to use Python 3. In this tutorial, Python will be written in a text editor. It is possible to write Python in an integrated development environment such as Thorny, PyCharm, NetBeans, or Eclipse, which are particularly useful when managing larger collections of Python files. And then our next topic is Python syntax compared to other programming languages. So, Python was designed for readability and has some similarities to the English language with influence from mathematics. Python uses new lines to complete a command as opposed to other programming languages which often use semicolons or parentheses. Python relies on indentation using white space to define scope, such as the scope of loops, functions, and classes. Other programming languages often use curly braces for this purpose. So, here is our first code to print a statement. So, let me copy this and paste it here. Okay, so if I run this, my hello world will print. Okay, so now I want to print my name. Okay, so see, my name is printed. Also, if you give here, if you even give one space, it will return indentation error. See, indentation error. So we cannot use indentation anywhere. Like if I write def, I will be wrong. Can't input enter. Okay, and I call name a run. Wait, let me check on online Python compiler. Okay, so run. See, enter your name. I will go enter. See, so within this block of code, I can give, if I give indentation, it will be part of this function. Okay, you can, if I don't give indentation, see, I got indentation error. So you need to keep in mind that you do not do such type of mistake. Now let's go ahead. Next, let's get started with Python. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I am teaching you this from the W3 schools. You can also create your account and learn from here. See, I am also doing this for first time, like 1% done. So this full guide to install Python in your Windows or into your system. Basically, let's move ahead. So execute Python syntax. As we learned in this previous page, Python syntax can be executed by writing directly in the command line. See, command prompt, you can write Python enter. Okay, so print sample Google. So Python install. Sure. So here we go. Python indentation. So indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Where in other programming languages, the indentation in code is for readability only. The indentation in Python is very important. As you have seen, like in this code, it is very important. You can give uh, space either by 4 time indentation, either by 4 time giving space, or you can just simply press tab. Okay, Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. Let's print this, copy, paste. So now see, 5 is greater than 2. It this if statement ran because 5 is definitely greater than 2. So it prints if I write else. mm, I don't know why is it happening, but else print bit. Um, why is it only two space? Okay, so wait, let me I show you for even and odd. If num mod 2 equals 0, print even number, else odd number. And let me take input from the user. Num equals int input. So let me run. So here it will ask me for input. Come on. So this is mm, okay. So let's move ahead. See, if 5 is greater than 2, then it will print 5 is greater than 2. Let me run it. See, it printed 5 is greater than 2. Okay, so let's move ahead. Python will give you an error if you skip the indentation. Let's try it ourselves. So, see, we haven't given any indentation error. Like you can give indentation by either tab or 4 space. Okay, so here we haven't given any indentation, so it will give us indentation error. Okay, let me check. See, now it is printing after I gave indentation. Let's move on. The number of spaces is up to you as a programmer. The most common use is 4, but it has to be at least 1. Okay, well, I didn't know about it. Yeah. So let's try it ourselves. Here we have given only one space, and here I don't know. Okay, so if 5 is greater than 2, it will print both the statement. Let me tab. Now, see, it's printing 5 is greater than 2. Okay, so We have to use the same number of spaces in the same block of code. Otherwise, Python will give you an error. Let's try. So let me comment it. Oh, I can't comment it. Um, okay. So see, it's printing 5 is greater than 2. If I uncomment it, it will give us an error. Yeah, and enters an error. Uh, if I give same number of space, let me check. See, it's running. So either you give same number of space or you can just simply do this tab and then no need to give any indentation. It will print 5 is greater and let's move ahead. So here we go. Now we are in Python variables. In Python, a variable is created when you assign a value to it. For example, x is equals to 5. Here I have assigned 5 to x and this. It's a integer value. I have assigned an integer value to x and a string to y. So now, as I have assigned 5 to x and here over to y, I have printing x. Okay, so if I print x, it will give us 5 and if I run, it will print both 5 and hello world. Python has no command for declaring a variable. You will learn more about in the upcoming chapter Python variables. So now comments. Python has commenting capability for the purpose of in code documentation. Comments start with the hash sign or and Python will render the rest of the line as a comment. So let us try. Here this comment, right? See, if this when this is comment, it is not printing the this statement, but it is running print hello world. If I uncomment it, um, see, it will give us error. Yeah, invalid syntax. It is giving us in syntax error. So basically, comments are used for our better understanding. Now we have Python statements. So, what are statements? A computer program is a list of instructions to be executed by a computer. Okay, so in a programming language, these programming instructions are called statements. The following statement prints the text Python is fun to the screen. You have seen like this Python statement. It will print Python is fun. Then we have many statements. Most Python programs contain many statements. These statements are executed one by one in the same order as they are written. So let us see. See, it's printing. Let me run. It's first printing hello world, then have a good day, then learning Python is fun. Okay, so basically it's not printing the last print statement in first or second or okay. So yeah, it's not printing the last statement in first or second line. Now from the example above, we have three statements. The first statement is executed. Semicolons, optional. It is rarely used. Semicolons are optional in Python. You can write multiple statements on one line by separating them with semicolon. But this is rarely used because it makes it hard to read. Even I haven't used semicolon. Let's try it. Run. See, um, if compared to it, it is hard to read. See, this one is way easier than that. Now, if I write without giving semicolon between the two print statement, it will give us an error. See, syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, so keep in mind to give semicolon in between the two print statements. Next. So here we have a challenge. Test your understanding of Python statements by completing a small coding challenge. Inside the editor, complete the following steps. Write a statement that prints "Hello world, have a good day, learning Python is fun." So let's print. We need to print first with hello, hello world. Then we need to print have a good, have a good. Then we have print learning Python is fun. Okay, so let's check the code whether it is correct or not. Yeah, see, um, where's the error? We check this print learning Python is fun. Now, checklist. Why it not? Um, okay, so it will be small. Sorry, it will be small. Then yeah. So learning Python now it is printing. Correct. So next, print text. We have already learned that you can use the print function to display text or output values. So it will print hello world then many times as you want. So we have already seen like printing. Then double quotes. Yeah. So text in Python must be inside quotes. You can use either double quotes or single quotes, but I will recommend you to use double quotes only. If you forget to put the text inside quotes, Python will give an error. See, um, I net the food to net. So you will see this will cause an error. Yeah, see syntax error, invalid syntax. So it also tells us perhaps you forgot a comma. Comma. What the Self. Now it will print, this will cause an error. See, let's move ahead. Print without a new line. By default, the print function ends with the new line. If you want to print multiple words on the same line, you can use the end parameter. So let's type self. So now it's printing. Let me change it. And student of lovely professional university. See, so now see, wait, let me give a comma. See, it's printing Hardik Goyal, student of Lovely Professional University. If I remove this space, it will not give space after this comma. It will directly print see, student of Lovely Professional University. If I want to like tab, if I give here tab, now see, it is four spaces in between these two print statements. Okay, so let's move ahead. Next, print numbers. You can also use the print function to display numbers. However, unlike text, we don't put numbers inside quotes. Let's try it ourselves. Okay, now if I want to print 69, then 67, and then 67. Sorry, and I want to print um thala for a reason. See, it's printing. Even if I give this under quotes, it will not give us an error. See, it doesn't matter if you write the numbers inside quotes or not. It will not give you an error. Or if you write 67 her and here, if you write even her, it will give you an error. So now it's not a number. It has number and alphabets in the same print statement, so it will give you syntax error. You need to write it in double quotes. Okay, so we can also do math inside the print function. Let's see, 3 plus 3 is 6, 2 into 5 is 10. Let me do 2 to the power of 5. See, it's printing 6 and 32. Let me show you one thing. I'm printing this. Okay, now it will print 69 5 times with no spaces in between them. Okay, mix text and numbers. You can combine text and numbers in one output by separating them with the comma. Let's try it ourselves. I'm not 35 though. I am 18 years old. So see, in a print, I am 18 years old. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, so we got a challenge. Inside the editor, complete the following steps. Print the text, easy. Print I am space 25. बुद्धा बना रहे हैं यार. I'm not 25 bro. I'm 18. Okay, so it printed I am 25 as we were told. Now creating a comment. Comments starts with the hash and Python will ignore them, as you know we have seen. Python can comments can be replaced at the end of a line and Python will ignore the rest of the line. We know that, right? Let's run this. Python is ignoring this. Then again run. Oh, so if I write it here, we see it's it's commenting out the whole print statement also. So we can't write it before print statement in the same line, whereas we can write it here. So it's a new line. Okay. Um, yeah, multi-line comments. Python does not really have a syntax for multi-line comments. To add a multi-line comment, you could insert a hash for each line. This is one of it, like giving hash. But I will recommend you do one thing, like select this and press Control plus oblique. Oh, why is it not working today? Online Python compiler. Copy. Um, भाई कितने देर की वीडियो बनी है वो तो दिखते हैं. Okay, we are halfway done. So now here I am this. To comment out this line, you can simply press Control plus oblique. Okay, wait, let me see. CTRL plus oblique. So I have commented it out. You can use this. Okay, either of instead of give instead of writing hash in each line, you can simply use this method. Okay, so let's move forward. Or not quite as intended. You can use a multi-line string. Since Python will ignore string literals that are not assigned to a variable, you can add a multi-line string, triple quotes in your code and place your comments inside it. See, you can just simply write three quotes before and after the end of comment, right? Like I wanted to comment this part out, so I wrote three quotes before and at the end three quotes, and then what I wanted to print it was a different exercise. Which character is used to define a Python comment? Yes. Next question. Hello, what? This is a comment. This is a comment. So next question. Now you can either give single quotes or double quotes. Okay. See now next exercise. Exercise. We haven't seen this. Let me cut it. Submit. So next, now we have a challenge. Write a single line comment, add a multi-line comment that says this is a comment. So as this is a comment. Now next we need to write add a multi-line comment that says this is a multi-line comment with single quotes, then again at the end single quote. Now let's check the code whether it is correct or not. Comment out. Okay, sorry. This line should also be commented. Yeah, see, checklist. We have done it correctly. Now next. Now we have variables. So what are variables? Variables are containers for storing data values. How do we create variables? Python has no command for declaring a variable, but a variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. Like I have assigned 5 to x and John to y. So it will, if I write print x, it will print 5 and print y will print John without double quotes. See, okay. Now variables do not need to be declared with any particular type and can even change type after they have been set. So here we have x equals 4. First it was a type of int. Then we have assigned Sally to the x. Now it has a value type string. Now if I print x, it will not print 4, it will print Sally. As we have declared Sally to x after declaring 4. For the now we have casting. If you want to specify the data type of a variable, this can be done with casting. Let's take example. So x equals str3. We do know that this 3 is an integer, but if I write str, then inside braces, if I write 3, it will return this 3 like this. Okay, integer will return as integer, then float. What is float? It will return in decimal font. Okay, so like 3.0. Try it yourself. If I do, say, not print 5.0. Okay, so next. You can get the data type of a variable with the type function. Let's try. See, I have assigned 5 to John, 5 to x and John to y. So if I want to know the data type of x and y, then I need to write this statement like print type of x. Okay, then it will print the type of x. The type of x is integer, as 5 is an integer, and type of y is string. Okay, then single or double quotes. String variables can be declared either by using single or double quotes. For example, x equals John, and x equals John. It is same. Okay, sorry. Okay, so okay, it's printing John. Yeah, see. Now, yeah, variable names are case sensitive. If I write small a and assign a value to it and an integer value to it, and if I write capital A and assign string value to it, this too will store different values as they are different. Small letter and capital letter both are different in Python. See, small a is printing 4 and capital A is printing 7. Now we have this exercise. What is the correct way to declare a Python variable? Tell me in comments where x equals to 5. No, this will just comment it out. This I don't know what is x equals 5. Something. Okay, next question. You can declare string variables with single or double quotes. Yeah, it is true, I guess. Right. X equals John is same as, yeah, correct. Then variable names are not case sensitive. Is it true? Hmm, I don't think so. It's false. Variable names are case sensitive. Next question. Where- But select the correct functions to print a data type of a variable. So first we need print and then type, which is not a legal variable name. Of course it is. So we will say it afterwards. So let's move ahead. Let me check. Okay, 18 minutes more. What are let me check. Okay, now, what are variable names? A variable can have a short name like X and Y, or a more descriptive name, age, car name, total volume. So, what are the rules for Python variables? We can write like we can give any name to a variable, right? So a variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character. Then a variable name cannot start with the number. Like we can't write 9HAR. It's wrong. I need to write, if I write HAR9, it's correct. I can assign it. So a variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Let's see. We can only use capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, then 0 to 9, and an underscore. You can't use any other special character in it. Now, variable names are case sensitive. These three, and age, are three different variables. It's not the same. They are not same. A variable name cannot be any of the Python keywords. What are Python keywords? So, see, these are keywords. This all. We have 35, I guess. I wait. Yeah, yeah, we have 35. We were in variables. Well done. This, right. Yeah. Okay. So legal variable names. These are legal. My where, my underscore where, underscore my underscore where. These are legal. But to my where, my hyphen where. or my space where is wrong. One right, you can give this variable names. Multi-words variable names. Variable names with more than one word can be difficult to read. There are several techniques you can use to make them more readable. So first technique is camel case. Camel case. Each word except the first starts with the capital letter. So see my, then V is capital, variable, then N is capital, name. So it's easy to read. Then second technique is Pascal case. Each word starts with the capital letter. See, M is capital, V is capital, N is capital. Okay. Then we have another technique that is snake case. Each word is separated by an underscore character. So my underscore variable underscore name. Okay. So these are the three techniques that we can use, which is not a regular variable. This, or this. I think this. My hyphen where. Next question. Create a variable named car name. Okay. And assign the value world. Okay. So I am writing Volvo inside double quotes as it is a string. It's not a number or a float value. So see, correct. Now create a variable named x and assign just 50 to submit. Okay, see, we are done. Now, many values to multiple variables. Python allows you to assign values to multiple variables in one line. See, orange is assigned to x, banana is assigned to y, and cherry is assigned to z. See, it is printing orange, it will print x, orange, y, banana, z, cherry. Here is one note. Make sure the number of variable matches the number of values, or else you will get an error. Yeah. Let me if I remove z, it will give me an error. See, value error. And also commas z, and if I remove cherry from it, it will again give me an error, value error. See, not enough values to unpack. It was expected 3, but I gave only 2 values. Yeah. Okay. So now one value to multiple variables, and you can assign the same value to multiple variables in one. See, x is equals to y equals to z equals to orange. So orange is assigned to x, y, and z. Try it yourself. See, orange is printing. Now if I do la la la, okay, see, it is la 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 is assigned to all three. Now unpack a collection. If you have a collection of values in a list, tuple, etc., Python allows you to extract the values into variables. This is called unpacking. Now, here we have a list of fruits: apple, banana, cherry. So its index like apple, apple is in index 0, then banana in 1, then cherry in 2. Okay, so now If I write x comma y comma z equals to fruits, it will do like first character is x and in fruits first one is apple, so it will assign apple to x. Okay, so if I run, see, I got ये हो रहा है रविंद्र sir. Okay, so I have an exercise. What is the correct syntax to add the value hello world to three variables in one statement? X equals y equals z equals hello world. Submit. Okay, so correct. Then insert the correct syntax to assign values to multiple variables in one. X comma y comma z. Yes. Submit. So we have fruits equals apple, banana, and cherry. A comma B comma C. What will be the value of A? A will return apple. Okay, next. Output variables. Let's go up to here for today code challenge. The print function is often used to output variables. So, example, x equals Python is awesome. So print x will print Python is awesome. See, Python is awesome. In the print function, you output multiple variables separated by a comma. See, x equals Python, y equals is, z equals awesome. X comma y comma z. It will print Python is awesome. See, and there will be space between each word. Okay, now you can also use the plus operator to output multiple values. X equals Python space is space awesome. Okay, if you use plus operator, you need to give space. It will as it will directly print. If I don't give space, it will print Python is awesome without space. See, Python is awesome. Okay, so notice the space character after Python and is. Without them, the result would be C, as we have already seen. Python is awesome. For numbers, the plus character works as a mathematical operator. Yeah. If I write x equals 5, y equals 10, and then print x plus y, it will print 15 instead of 5, 10. See, it's printing 15. If I write it inside single quotes, it will print 510. See, 510. Okay, now in the print function, when you try to combine a string and a number with the plus operator, Python will give you an error. Let's try it. See, type error. You are getting type error. Okay, so the best way to output multiple variables in the print function is to separate them with commas, which even support different data types. For example, 5 John, 5 space John. Okay, now consider the following code. What will be the printed result. It will print hello space world. Come on, the net is very slow. Okay, next. Um, Consider the following code. Here we have a equals hello, b equals world, print a plus b. What will be the printed result? It will print hello space world. We we have plus. No, it will print hello without space world. See, correct. And consider the following code. A equals 4, b equals 5, print a plus b. So, as we can see, it is not written in string form, so it will print 9. Okay, now next. Now we are in global variables. Variables that are created outside of a function. Um, this is a function. Okay, as in all of the examples in the previous pages are known as global variables. Global variables can be used by everyone, both inside of functions and outside. Let's see. We have uses inside the function and let me use it outside. So, see, awesome. I am as it is a global variable. I am only able to use it. I am able to use it both inside and outside. Okay, if I um, copy, cut, and write it here with tab space. Okay, now it will give me an indentation error. Line 5. Yeah, it's giving me error here. Okay, create a variable outside of function and use it inside the function. We have already seen this. So it's the same that we have done. I have created a variable outside the function x equals awesome, and I have defined a function called name my fun. Okay, and here I have given x equals fantastic. Now in this print Python is press x, it will print fantastic. Whereas in this print statement, it will not print Python is fantastic. It will print Python is awesome. That's right. See, Python is awesome and Python is fantastic. Okay. Then global keyword. Normally, when you create a variable inside a function, that variable is local and can only be used inside that function. To create a global variable inside a function, you can use the global keyword. Example, if you use the global keyword, the variable belongs to the global scope. Def my function global x equals fantastic. I have declared x as global. So after declaring x as global, if I assign a value to x, it will work both inside and outside the function. See, now it print Python is fantastic. Okay, now also use the global keyword if you want to change a global variable inside a function. Example, to change the value of a global variable inside a function, refer to the variable by using the global keyword. Here I have assigned awesome to x. And here I have a definition. Uh, I have defined the function my function. So inside this, I have declared x as global and assigned x, and I have assigned fantastic to x. Now, if I print Python is plus x, it will not print awesome. It will print fantastic as I have declared it as global. See, Python is fantastic. Okay, now we have an exercise. X equals awesome. Definition def function x equals fantastic. It will print Python is awesome as we haven't declared x as global inside the function. See, correct. Okay. Now inside the correct keyword to sorry, insert the correct keyword to make the variable x belong to the global scope. That function I have to declare is that it as global. So global x. Okay, correct. Next question. Consider the following code. I have assigned awesome to x. Then I have a function. Inside function I have declared x as global. Then I have assigned fantastic to x. For wait, what did you just say? Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. So my I have code function for it. Now print Python is plus x. Now it will not print awesome. It will print Python is fantastic. Okay. Now next. Mm, Test yourself with exercises. Now you have learned a lot about variables and how to use them in Python. Are you ready for the test? Test your Python variable skills with exercises from all categories. We had five exercises and we have done all five of them with all answers correct. Okay. Um, okay. Now what is this? Okay, we have a code challenge. Test your understanding of Python variables by completing a small coding challenge. Inside the editor, complete the following step. So we need to create a variable and assign value 5. Then we need to create another variable y and assign John to it. Okay, and then use the type function to print the type of x. Now I have to print the type of x. Say it will give us int type int c class int. Okay, now okay guys, so that was it for today. Now we will meet in the next lecture. So till then, bye bye, take care.